Have you ever held onto a job, a relationship, or even an identity simply because you invested so much in it? Well, that's the sunk cost fallacy in action. The sunk cost fallacy is a cognitive bias that makes it difficult to walk away from situations. It's the idea that you should continue investing in something purely because of the resources you've already poured into it, irrespective of the current or future benefits of doing so. This mindset can be especially prevalent among women in leadership roles. You're conditioned to be committed, loyal, and to see things through to the end, which are great qualities, but not when they keep you on an unproductive path. Today, I'd like to unravel the sunk cost fallacy. Let's discuss the impact it has on your potential and the 3 questions you should ask yourself to determine whether you need to interrupt this behavior. Find a full transcript and other resources for women leaders at livingwhileleading.com/31. You're listening to Living While Leading with your host, Sharon Ehrlich, where I help women IT executives gain more control over their careers and carve out time to care for themselves and family. When you hang on to something longer than necessary, the losses are real and include your energy, time, money, not to mention the opportunity cost. This behavior can prevent you from spending time or resources on things you really care about. These unproductive efforts are not limited to your career and can also include maintaining membership in professional networks, clinging to outdated strategies, holding on to long-held beliefs, continuing familiar routines, or even something as benign as continuing to watch a series that you haven't enjoyed on your favorite streaming service simply because you're already in 6 episodes deep. I'd like for you to consider how you can severely limit your potential when you make binary choices. Just because something was right for you at one point in your life doesn't mean it will remain so forever. Life is fluid and your needs change. Understanding the underlying reasons why you fall into the sunk cost fallacy can guide you towards more beneficial decision making. The reasons for this mindset vary. However, here are a few to consider. Emotional attachment to past efforts, whether it's time, money, effort, or even emotions themselves. This attachment makes it challenging to let go, even when logic suggests that moving on would be the more favorable choice. As a woman executive, this motive can be particularly significant due to the additional effort often required to establish and maintain your role in the corporate world. The idea of having wasted time, resources, or energy can be discouraging. This is especially true in high-stakes environments where the investment and sacrifices you made for your professional development are substantial. Additionally, a bias towards loss aversion means that you have a stronger emotional response to losses than to gains. The potential pain of acknowledging a loss, in this case admitting that a particular effort didn't pay off or is no longer right for you, often outweighs the rational decision to cut your losses. This can lead to decision-making where continuing to invest appears less painful than accepting the loss. The perceived loss can be compounded by societal pressures and expectations, making the decision to let go even more challenging. If you're questioning whether you're influenced by the sunk cost fallacy, here are 3 questions to help you evaluate your situation. Question number 1. Do you find yourself justifying your decisions rather than assessing them? It's crucial to differentiate between rational evaluation and mere justification. If you're leaning towards justifying a decision despite its diminishing returns, it might be a sign of the sunk cost fallacy at play. The second question, are you haunted by the idea of your past efforts and resources going to waste? This fear can lead you to continue on a path with limited or no benefit. Understanding that not all past efforts will continue to yield desirable outcomes is essential in making pragmatic decisions. And the third question, Have you missed out on advantageous opportunities because you're overly committed to your current course? The sunk cost fallacy can blind you to new and potentially more rewarding paths. Recognizing this can steer your decisions towards more favorable outcomes. Breaking free from the sunk cost fallacy will require you to take proactive steps to move beyond it. Consider the following strategies to guide you through this process and shift your mindset and actions. Recognize when you're justifying decisions based on past efforts rather than present or future gains. This may be an uncomfortable exercise, and it requires you to be brutally honest with yourself. Sometimes being too close to your situation requires bringing in those you trust for support. A consultation with mentors, peers, or coaches can provide a fresh, unbiased perspective. Understand that changing your path isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign of growth and adaptability. Sometimes walking away can be the best option. Look at your current situation through the lens of a cost-benefit analysis to determine what you're gaining versus what you're losing by sticking to your current path. What you've invested in the past may have served its purpose for that time. Clinging to it now might be holding you back from opportunities that align better with who you are today and where you want to go tomorrow. The power of breaking free from the sunk cost fallacy is about recognizing that the greatest loss is not in pursuing what truly matters to you now. You have the power to redefine your path and open up a world of possibilities. If you need a thinking partner to support you in making decisions that are right for you, then please feel free to book a discovery call with me on the Work with Sharon page on my website. Remember, you're the solution to claiming what's important to you. Thanks for listening today. This is your time. Give yourself permission to reclaim what's important to you and be who you want to be. If you're getting value from this podcast, please subscribe, share it, or write a review. And connect with me on livingwhileleading.com or on LinkedIn. And don't forget to tune in next week.